You want to know what happens when you finally stop giving a damn about someone who took you for granted. They lose their minds, not because you fought back, not because you caused drama, but because you simply stopped caring. And that indifference, that's the one thing they never saw coming. Right now, you're probably thinking you need to do something dramatic to get their attention. Send that long text, post that story, show them what they're missing. But let me tell you something that will change everything. The moment you truly stop giving a damn, they'll feel it in their bones. And what happens next will shock you. Today, I'm walking you through the exact psychological shift that occurs when you withdraw your energy completely. Not out of spite, not out of revenge, but out of pure self-preservation, and how that decision becomes their biggest nightmare. 1. Your energy disappears, and they feel empty. She was used to your attention, your concern, your emotional investment. Even during arguments, even when things were bad, your energy was still flowing toward her. That energy was like a drug she didn't even realize she was addicted to until it stopped. The moment you stop giving a damn, that energy vanishes. No more checking up on her, no more wondering what she's doing, no more emotional reactions to her behavior, and suddenly she's left with this emptiness she can't explain. She'll try to fill it by posting more, talking louder, doing anything to get that familiar energy back, but you're not there anymore, and that absence echoes louder than any words ever could. 2. She realizes she lost her emotional anchor. Here's something most people don't understand. When someone takes you for granted, they're not just dismissing you, they're using you as their emotional anchor. You were the constant, the one who always cared, the safety net they could always fall back on. But when you stop giving a damn, that anchor is gone. Now she's floating without that emotional security she never appreciated. She starts to feel unsteady, uncertain, because the person who always cared about her well-being just doesn't anymore. And that realization hits different than any argument ever could. 3. Your indifference becomes her obsession. She expected anger, she expected hurt, she expected some kind of reaction. What she didn't expect was complete indifference. And that indifference, it drives her crazy, because anger means you still care, hurt means you still feel something, but indifference means she's become irrelevant to your emotional world. Now she's checking your social media more than ever, analyzing every post, every story, looking for any sign that you still give a damn. But there's nothing. You've moved on emotionally, and that indifference becomes the thing she thinks about most. 4. She starts questioning her own worth. When someone stops giving a damn about you, it triggers a deep psychological response. She starts asking herself questions she never wanted to face. If someone who cared about her so much can just stop, what does that say about her? Was she really that easy to get over? Did she matter as little as your indifference suggests? These questions eat at her because they force her to confront the reality of how she treated you. And now that reality has consequences, she can't argue with or manipulate away. 5. She realizes she can't manipulate indifference. She knew how to handle your anger, she could deflect it. She knew how to handle your hurt, she could minimize it. But indifference, there's nothing to manipulate there. You can't argue with someone who genuinely doesn't care about the outcome. All her usual tactics become useless. The guilt trips don't work because you're not emotionally invested enough to feel guilty. The manipulation doesn't work because you're not attached to any particular result. She's lost all her power over you, and that powerlessness terrifies her. 6. Your peace becomes her chaos. While you're over there living in peace, not giving a damn about her drama, she's in complete chaos. She's used to being able to affect your emotional state, to know that her actions had consequences in your world. But now her actions don't even register on your radar. That peace you found by not giving a damn, it's driving her insane because it represents everything she can't touch anymore. You've become unreachable, not because you're hiding, but because you genuinely don't care enough to be affected by her anymore. 7. She sees you thriving without her. This is the part that really gets to them. When you stop giving a damn, you free up all that mental and emotional energy you were wasting on someone who didn't appreciate it. And that energy, you start investing it in yourself, in your goals, in your actual happiness. She's going to see you thriving, smiling, succeeding, and it's going to hit her that you're not just okay without her, you're better. All that energy she took for granted is now being used to build a life that doesn't include her, and that success becomes a constant reminder of what she lost. 8. She realizes she lost someone irreplaceable. Here's the final blow. At some point, it's going to dawn on her that she didn't just lose your attention or your care. She lost someone who genuinely gave a damn about her well-being. In a world full of people who are selfish and fake, She had someone who actually cared, and she threw it away. That realization comes too late, because by then, you've moved so far past giving a damn that even if she wanted to fix things, you're emotionally unavailable. Not out of spite, but out of genuine indifference. So if you're struggling right now, wondering if you should care less, let me tell you this. The moment you truly stop giving a damn about someone who took you for granted, they'll feel it immediately. And that feeling will haunt them long after you've forgotten they even exist. Stop giving a damn. Your peace depends on it. And her realization of what she lost, that's just a bonus you'll never have to witness because you'll be too busy living your life to notice.